So everybody has been talking about the new corporate tax in Dubai. We all know it's a 9% tax on your net profits above 102,000 US dollars or 375,000 dirhams. But of course, like everything in life, there are ways around it, and there is a way to legally reduce your corporate tax by doing a few simple things. And here at GenZone, we know everything you need to know in order to legally reduce your taxes. So here's exactly what you need to do. The first thing you have to do is register for corporate tax. Of course, we're doing this legally. We're not going to avoid the tax and not pay it. You are going to register for corporate tax, and we're going to take advantage of something called the small business relief that is available to small businesses in the UAE for 2024, 2025 until 2026, which is fantastic. So if you want to qualify for this small business relief, the first thing you have to do is register for corporate tax, and then you actually have to have the proper bookkeeping and accounting and ensure that all the proper filings are done. So if you need help with accounting and you actually want to make sure that you can qualify for this, book a call down below with us and we will connect you to our accountants here at GenZone. So how do you know if you can qualify for this small business relief? Well, it's pretty straightforward, and they have it really straightforward on their filing. Number one, if you make under 3 million AED in revenue, then you are qualified to be a small business and benefit from this preferential treatment. So if you're making less than this in revenue, then you can benefit from this and not pay the 9% corporate tax, which is awesome. Now with the current filings as of today, this is going to end on December 31st, 2026. So we have the tax years until then to take advantage of this. Now it's very important to note that this is an optional relief. So if you don't actually meet the requirements by registering for corporate tax, having the proper accounting in place, you are not just going to automatically qualify for this. You have to apply for this with your accounting team. And it's really important to actually elect for this small business relief during the proper tax year, because you cannot go back a few years and say, hey, I should pay no tax. It's too late. So make sure to do it now. And to make it very clear, even if your business is not a part of the qualifying activities, you can benefit from this small business relief. So it's applicable to anyone. So to break it down for you, let's go over 3 examples of how this corporate tax is applicable to businesses who pay the corporate tax and do not pay the corporate tax. So example, business 1 made 2.8 million dirhams in revenue, which is under the 3 million threshold. You are eligible for the small business relief. Now let's say your expenses are 2 million dirhams and your profit is 800,000 dirhams. Well, your corporate tax on the first 375 dirhams is 0. We all know that. But then above that, you have to pay 9% on the additional 425,000 dirhams, which means that your corporate tax due is 38,250 dirhams, which can be waived if you qualify for the small business relief, which of course you have to do with what I told you. Now in the next situation, let's say you made the same revenue, you had lower costs, which means you had higher profits. Well, your corporate tax due is a little bit higher at 56,250 dirhams, but again, you can qualify for this small business relief. And for the last situation, let's say your revenue was the exact same at 2.8 million dirhams, but your costs were even lower at 1.3, meaning that your profits was 1.5 million dirhams. Well, your corporate tax to be paid is 101,250 dirhams. But again, you can qualify for the small business relief and pay 0. So if you want to make sure that you can benefit from this and make instant savings until December 31st, 2026, please book a call with us. We will make sure that your books are perfect so that you can qualify for this small business relief. And if you have any questions, comment them down below, and we'll see you all in the next video.